class, I just wanted to go over some tips and suggestions for week 2's assignment, which is your Organizing Ideas worksheet. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to scroll down to the assignment, click on it to open it up, and then as always you want to make sure you read through the assignment directions carefully. For this assignment, there's a worksheet that you're going to need to fill out. So click on the link to open the worksheet. I already have the worksheet open, so we're going to go take a look at it. I'm going to scroll to the top here. Okay, there's 4 parts to this worksheet. The first part, entitled Step 1, is basically designed to have you start researching, finding good scholarly articles in the library on your topic that you chose from week 1. So if we scroll down, it gives some examples of how you need to fill out step 1. And if we go down here, you'll see 2 empty boxes, grids for Article 1 and Article 2. And what you're to do is to go to the university library and research on your topic and find 2 good sources on your topic, and then fill in as much as you possibly can on these boxes. Notice it says to provide a 3 or 4 sentence description of how the article relates to your topic and research question. That's for each of these 2 articles. Okay, it's here and here. Make sure you hit that 3 sentence minimum, and make sure you're not just copying and pasting from the article. If you skim through the article, or if you read the abstract of the article and then you put it in your own words, that will suffice. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about best practices for searching in the library, but just as a quick note, when you search in the library, you really want your search terms to be as specific as possible. If I just put space program benefits in here and hit search, there would be a ton of different things. So that would be really hard to wade through. So I try to think of what I think the benefits are, what I think my key points of support are going to be, how to answer the research question, and then I type that in as specifically as possible into the search bar, because then there's still going to be sorting through to do, and it takes some time to look through all the different search results, but at least I'm going to be closer to something that I can actually use. So if I scroll down, you know, there's a lot of these have a little bit more to do with the specific topic that I'm looking into. Some of them won't, and I just will not even bother looking through those, but you're going to select 2 to pop into those Article 1 and Article 2 grids. Okay, now step 2 is right here. And what you're going to do, this is very important, a lot of people forget this, you're going to copy exactly from worksheet 1 what your research question is. Okay, make sure you copy it exactly, because that will help you make sure that you're on target. And then you're going to have 3 answers to that research question. So my research question, let's say I'm going with what are the benefits of space exploration. I need to think of 3 specific, unique, different benefits. I don't want them to be the same. I don't want them to be related. I want them, each one of my answers, to be unique, a unique answer to that question. Step 3. Step 3, you're going to craft your thesis statement. Your thesis statement is going to include your topic, your stance on your topic, and your 3 key points of support, which should be, that's what this step 2 is designed to do, to have you start thinking about what those 3 answers are. Those will be your 3 key points of support. Again, we'll talk more about how to write an effective thesis statement, but in a nutshell, you should make sure that your thesis statement is written in the 3rd person. That means it doesn't refer to yourself. You know, I think, I believe statements. It does not refer to your reader. You do not say, you don't talk about you. You don't write terms like you in the thesis statement. It's one single sentence that incorporates all of the information that I already stated, and it should not be a question, it should be a statement. Again, we'll talk more about how to write an effective thesis statement later. Okay, the last step of the process is to write your topic sentences. By now, this should be very easy because you have 3 answers you came up with for your research question. You should have your 3 key points listed in your thesis statement. Your topic sentences will be complete sentences of those 3 key points, the same content in the same order that they appear in the thesis statement. So let's say that in the thesis statement, I say, space exploration in the United States should be continued because it, 1, increases participation in science for children. It, 2, helps scientists have a greater understanding of human health. And 3, increases cooperation between different countries. My topic sentences will be those 3 ideas in the same exact order. So I want to have a sentence about space exploration helping increase the interest in science in children. I want the next one to be about how it contributes to scientists' greater understanding of human health. And then finally, because my third key point was this, it will be how space exploration has benefited countries getting along better. Okay, so same content, same order that you presented those key points in the thesis statement. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Send me a message, give me a call. Make sure that you give your worksheet a proofread. Use your tools in Microsoft Word. Okay, you can use your spell check, your grammar check to help you. But hopefully this video helped give you some ideas of how to best